Hi everyone, in this video we're going to take a look at a small but very interesting collection from NARS. It is their collaboration collection with Connor Tingley, who is an artist that is based out of Los Angeles. So if this looks interesting to you, in this video we are going to do swatches of the eye products and lip products, including lip swatches for the lipsticks. And we'll take an up-close look at the packaging, and I'll give you my final thoughts on the collection and individual items at the end. If you aren't already subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Follow Allura Beauty on Instagram at Allura_beauty. That makes you eligible for any giveaways that are going on, and of course lets you know when new videos are posted. Also make sure you check the description box for a link to where you can purchase these products if you are interested in any of them, as well as a link to Ebates so that if you are shopping online, you can get cash back on your online orders. All right, let's get looking at this new collection with NARS and Connor Tingley. So it looks like this collection is available exclusively through NARS. I know that right now the only retailer that you can purchase this through is on the NARS website, and I believe it will maintain that way. I don't think it's going to be released through places like Sephora. Maybe they will decide to release it at retailers like Nordstrom, but for now you have to go to the NARS website in order to be able to purchase any of these items. So this collection is limited edition, and here's what NARS has to say about their collaboration. It says, NARS dares to expand palettes with a limited edition collection of contrasting tones inspired by the raw aesthetic of Los Angeles-based artist Connor Tingley. Showcased in exclusive original packaging designed by the creative, the collection features bold new shades of audacious lipstick, potent eyeshadows formulated with NARS's pigment powder suspension for rich luminosity, and an unrestricted lineup of velvet matte lip pencils that evoke creativity and originality. Now, the lip pencil set was released for whatever reason after the main part of the collection, which is the lipsticks and the eyeshadows. Obviously, you can probably tell that what I'm going to show you in this video is the eyeshadow palette and the lipsticks. I will not be showing you the velvet matte lip pencils. So let's start out with the eyeshadow palette. This retails for $49. It is called the Connor Tingley eyeshadow palette. Here is the artistry on the top of the palette. You can see written, it says NARS eyeshadow. I'm not sure what it says in parentheses there. And it has Connor Tingley's signature there. So very interesting, very unique. I will say that this packaging very easily shows, you can probably see there already, fingerprints on it. So just a heads up on that. This is a snap closure eyeshadow palette that opens up, has a full-size mirror in the lid, and has 6 eyeshadow shades. Here are the eyeshadows we will be swatching. I will go left to right, top to bottom, in terms of rows, and as always, I will swatch these with a brush from Sigma, an eyeshadow brush, and I will do that over eyeshadow primer. Oh, and the names of the shades are on the back of the palette. So it looks like all of the shade names are in Spanish. I will do my very best to not bastardize the pronunciations of the words. The first shade is Loose. This is a cream with iridescent shimmer. Second is Duendo. This is described by NARS as a champagne shimmer. This is super deep for a champagne. I would say this is bordering on like a rose gold kind of shade. Third is Niebla, which is described as a taupe shimmer, which I would agree with. Kind of looks plum in certain angles. Fourth is Amanecer. This is described as a bronze shimmer. You know, I wonder if these shade descriptions and the names have been mixed up, because to me this looks more like the champagne shimmer that was described with Duendo, and this shade and Duendo looks more like a bronze shimmer to me. Fifth is Cielo. This is described as a rose gold shimmer, which I definitely don't agree with. This is more of like a mink color, shimmery mink shade, or even a taupey shade, whereas this is like a very purpley based taupe. This is more of a just standard taupe shade. And last is Oscura, which is described as a gray lavender shimmer. Which I think is more accurate, but I don't know that this is lavender. It's a pretty deeper purple shade, whereas lavender we tend to think of as a lighter purple shade. But regardless of any sort of color description, these are stunningly beautiful. They all have kind of like a silvery sheen to them, but I am super impressed at the formula. When I was picking the eyeshadows up with the brush, I could tell right away the formula is creamy, and then when we swiped them over the skin, they are buttery smooth. There's no extra tugging or pressure that I have to use to get a smooth layer of color, and you don't have to do a ton of layering or digging into the pan to get a nice strong coat of eyeshadow there. Next, we move on to the Connor Tingley Audacious lipsticks. These retail for $34 each. Now, when I look now on the NARS website, there are 4 shades available. I'm almost sure that when I purchased these, there were only 3. I could be wrong about that, but I feel like I picked up every shade that was available. So I don't know if they added a 4th shade after the initial release, or if I just missed that 4th color. Either way, I have 3 of the 4 shades to show you. These are also limited edition, and the shade that I'm missing is called Carrera, and it looks like it's the most neutral of the shades. It's described as a light beige terracotta. So it looks like we got all of the super bold, bright colors of the bunch. And the packaging on these is even cooler. Again, it's unfortunate that the reflective silver gets fingerprints on it so easily, but otherwise the design of the NARS logo, the artistry that is all around the tube, everything is super cool. And it doesn't stop there, because once you open up the tube and push up the bullet, you can see the artistic version of the NARS logo embossed on the bullet. So this shade here, I'm not sure how to say this name. I think it's Arnera. It's A-R-N-E-R-A. This shade is Canoga. And this shade is Madura. So here is Arnera, which is described as a bright pink. I think that's an understatement at this point. Next is Canoga, which is described as a bright red-orange. I think this is slightly more orange than it is red. And third is Madura, which is a deep purple. Okay, there are your 3rd Audacious lipstick shades up close. Let's get to looking at some lip swatches. You can tell right away the color is bold and pigmented. The Audacious lipstick formula is one of my all-time favorite lipstick formulas. It is fantastic. It goes on smooth, opaque, pigmented. It is nourishing on the lips, doesn't dry them out even though you have that bold pigment. The finish has a slight sheen on them, so although they don't have shimmer, they also don't have a completely flat finish. And any one of these 3 shades will definitely leave a light stain on your lips after removal. Okay, so there is a look at the Connor Tingley collection with NARS. Please share with me what thoughts you have. I'm very curious. What do you think of the packaging? What do you think of the products themselves? When it comes to the lipsticks, I pretty much already shared with you my thoughts. When it comes to the eyeshadow palettes, I have a very high opinion of the formula. I would say the one drawback is the fact that the palette is all very shimmery. You don't have any matte shades to balance out a completed eye look. So that is the one drawback of the palette and will restrict you in terms of being able to complete a cohesive look if you are someone who regularly uses a matte in the crease or in the outer corner to complete an eye look. So that's pretty much the only drawback that I can see, but everything else down from the packaging to the design to the colors to the formula of the products is all really, really good. I guess of course a bonus would be that if the products were at a cheaper price point, but it's NARS, so you don't really expect that. I hope that this was entertaining and helpful to you if you were eyeing any of this. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. As always, I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next video.